Okay, when you hear that sound, that means you're here. That little cool Texas. Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome to Houston Live. It's September 3rd. We're getting a start on it. We had a holiday weekend. I'm Tessa Barretta. You need no introduction. Chris Shepard, what you got? What's up, dude?
You know, a lot. It's been a busy summer, but back at it now, and we got a show coming out.
Yeah, well, we're excited about today's show because really we're going to be talking about, you have so many projects. This couldn't fit into one block. We just said, how about we just let Chris Shepard come in and talk about all the things he's got literally cooking up physically, mentally, socially, so much to be excited about. Dude, season 2. Are you surprised? Are you excited? I'm not surprised. I knew there was going to be a season 2. How do you feel?
I absolutely love doing the show. Season 2 couldn't be more fun to do because as we saw, you know, when we first started with the first episode of season 1 last year and saw it kind of grow and started doing what it was supposed to do, but then we got to see the impact that it does for the businesses.
Right.
And that's what really made it so exciting was that once a show airs, you guys as viewers just go hit it. And it gives restaurants.
Well, they're your viewers now, Chris.
I know.
Yeah, you're sharing. They're all of our friends now. Especially the insiders. KPRC2 insiders are really like this friendly army, you know, like, I don't know, like the Swifties. They're just cool and they want to hang out and they love Houston just the way we love Houston. And they want to show love. They want to show support.
Well, they do, and they show those restaurants dramatic impact right at the beginning. So it's really beautiful thing to see. And they keep going and they keep going and they try new places. And so it's one of the fun things about the show that I kind of thought that would happen, but I didn't expect that I would be getting the phone calls from these owners and restaurant operators of like, it changed the business.
That's got to feel really good.
Yeah, it does.
It's got to feel really good. Well, okay, but speaking of fun, you know, you probably learned while doing live TV, things don't always go as you planned them. Would you like to look at something that didn't go?
Oh boy, I don't know what this is.
Let's just see. Me either. I don't know. Let's just watch it.
It generally happens. They locked it now. Enrique, quit breaking things. Word to the wise, which I'm not. Let it set for a minute, cool down. That's awesome.
So look, we stuck. Okay, you got a phone?
Yeah, I do.
What'd you say?
I forgot to put the fuel tank in the boat. So we ran out of gas. So we're stuck in the middle of the crawfish pond.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, there's worse places to be.
That's amazing.
The best part about getting stuck in the middle of the crawfish pond is that there was also no cell service.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
so it was literally yelling as loud as we could to the people that were on shore.
It's like you have a camera, a dead cell phone in the middle of a pond. I mean, that's show business, baby.
And that was one of my first shoots, and I did drop the microphone in the crawfish pond as well. So, yeah.
Nice. See how glamorous. See, that's just a look.
I was like, Enrique, was that new?
TV is.
Was that the new one? He's like, no. But I was like, okay, good.
Well, that was one of my favorite episodes, actually. So you've had a great first season.
Yeah.
Season 2 is going to be even better if I know you. And I mean, football season as well, September 14th, the Eat Like a Local episode. We're going to find out what to eat at NRG Stadium because you've got full tilt sausages and hot dogs, which we've tried. We've had them on this show. They're delicious. I love a glizzy myself. I ate 2 over the weekend because, you know, Labor Day, and that's what you do. This is such a delicious dog.
It is a good hot dog.
Let's talk about where it's going to be available at the Texans game now.
Every concession stand in suites inside of NRG.
That is huge.
For
that
football.
Is literally, I mean, it's literally a stadium-sized selection now. And is this how you do it? Is this typical?
See that didn't get caught either. I shot mustard all over myself right there. Amazing.
What do you do? How do you fix up your dog? Does it change every time? Because depending on my mood, I mean, and what's available, I'll change it. But what does your classic Chris Shepard hot dog look like?
So that move right there was a little bit exaggerated. Generally, I kind of open the side of the bun, put the mustard in it, and then they have the little packages of jalapenos, and I stuff those down the other side.
Yeah.
So there's nothing on the top. Just
I like that. A little bit of jalapeno and every bite. You line it up like an army and just get a little bit of spice every time.
That's how it works.
I'm so proud of you. See, is there anything that doesn't go on a hot dog in your opinion?
No, I think people get a little too wrapped up in that. It's like, eat what you want.
It's like, enjoy your food.
Yeah, it's like, how do you eat your steak? I'm like, however you want to pay for it. I don't care.
Right,
Like,
as long as you pay for it, you
enjoy
tip
it.
you tip your server and bartender for their great service. Who cares? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because there are so many, rules. And yeah, if it's delicious to you, who am I to say?
We live in a world of just choices and happiness, and those choices that we make through our own food choices make us happy.
Yeah.
And why would I ever want to make somebody unhappy because I think it's wrong?
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't
think that's-
infringe on their food rights. You wouldn't tread on their
Nope.
their right to put a ketchup on a hot dog if they want.
I may have when I was younger a little bit.
Okay,
That's just the
that's
young
fair, that's
chef, but,
honest. That's
later
honest.
in life, I don't care. Enjoy
Okay.
your life.
What is this deliciousness I'm getting?
this
right
is
here?
just one
This
of
is the longest I've ever waited
I
when there's
know.
food in front of me. By the way.
So this
I
was
wish
just
Derek
one of
was
the
here.
places that we went to. Like we
I?
get in there. We did this chicken episode. Originally it was just fried chicken, which we did barbecue in and we did Frenchies, and then all of a sudden I was like, but there's something delicious about a roasted chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And so Little Ray's, just in kind of the Galleria area,
Yeah.
opened up. And I was like, let's go in and get some tacos and a chicken. I mean, that thing is just
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
ridiculous. And that's what you get to go. And I called up and I said, I need a chicken to go. I got all the tortillas over here. I got tacos. They
Yum.
basically loaded me up with the entire salsa bar, which
Oh, my
generally when you
God.
walk in, there's like 1 or 2 good salsas. There's like 10 there, and they're all delicious.
As long as you keep talking, I can keep eating.
Yeah,
So tell me
I
about
just-
salsa. Tell me, please,
There's
tell me more.
queso,
Tell me
there's
all about it in
guacamole.
detail.
But yeah, it's one of those places that, until you start getting out and trying different things. Here, you need this red
Yeah, I
taqueria.
do.
It's a hot.
I do.
Mas hot.
Okay, más caliente. Got it.
When you go eat at these places, you kind of get into it, but you kind of got to delve yourself into it. It's not just looking at something going, well, I'm used to this, I'm going to order that. It's like, I want to try this, I want to try a little bit of this, I want to try a little bit of this. And people ask me all the time, like, how did you find these places for the show? I just pull over.
Nice. Just pull over.
And I think that there's some of the episodes that we'll probably show and we'd have in the past where it's just like pit stops.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden we walk in, it's like, well, this just became a full thing.
Okay. Is that attitude and that advice, is that how one becomes the food and wine editor and chef of the year? Just pull over. How did you become the food and wine? How did that happen? Tell me about that. That's prestigious. You're just like racking up awards, dude.
Well,
This is
so
delicious.
Food and Wine named me their editor and chef, which is basically I take care of the Food and Wine Best New Chefs.
Okay.
There's a lot of magazines out there that have Best New Restaurants, Best New this, Best New, but nobody other than Food and Wine has Best New Chefs. And so it's kind of the goal to bring that more to the focus. So I help them with festivals, I help them with events. I'm going to go to New York this weekend,
Okay.
because that's when the announcing of the new class of the Best New Chefs for 2024.
So exciting.
And then and then Charleston, I'm hosting a couple of events there, but Aspen is where I kind of take care of the BNCs. But we've instilled a new thing this year with Southern Smoke where we already know who they are.
Okay.
And we've invited all of them to come cook at Southern Smoke with us this year.
You just have these huge shindigs, and you actually added a festival. You added a Southern Smoke Festival. Now listen, I don't like. I do like asking people on air to promise me things because then I can go back and I can look at the tape. You have a festival in Napa Valley. You are hosting a Southern Smoke Festival. And is it called Farmstead Live Fire by Southern Smoke Foundation event? Did I get that right?
Well, so Farmstead is the restaurant. They always do this live fire event, and they asked us this past July to come out and do a baby Southern Smoke for about 300 people.
And that's a baby one, guys.
Yeah, that's a baby one. And so this is something that we'll continue, I think, to do because it was a lot of fun. It's a great influence for the chefs to get out. It's a great influence for wineries to understand what we do, and just the general public as well.
Can I have an invite
Yes.
for that? Thank you. Okay.
You didn't even have to ask.
I
Answer's
needed
yes.
I needed it on air. Sometimes you need proof. We've done Respect the Rosé together.
We have.
Too. That was really fun. So that was where you get, so many people that care about the cause of Southern Smoke Foundation, which we'll get into the history and why you do it. But you go and you open these delicious bottles of rosé.
Yeah.
It's so many delicious, layers and layers upon food. So many, what do you call it, what is a round of food called? What am I thinking of?
It's just like,
Tell me
I call it a set. Yeah,
Of
it's a course. I call it a set.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're just dropping sets of food because it's like stuff from everybody. But
It's delicious.
that one was James Bond Monte Carlo. This past one that we did was Run for the Rosé. So everybody came in like Derby.
Really cute.
I don't think we've named next year yet. So we'll figure that out, but yeah.
It's going to be delicious.
Then we started Decanted as well.
And tell me about Decanted. What is that?
Boy, we just keep doing stuff. There isn't there is a wine auction, but we wanted to have our own version of one, right? And so at the end of March this year, we'll throw Decanted, which is our wine auction. And it's the way that, because we've gotten to a point with festival that it's so big that we can't grow it, so it's capped.
Okay.
And so we need to find
got to do other things. People want to celebrate. Everything you do, top of the line, delicious. We're going to get into that because we're not letting you go anywhere, okay?